We're back. We're back. Well, I don't know. I don't even know if we were here,
hey,
but
ladies and gentlemen,
we're back.
Alberta's pride.
Hey, good to see everyone. You're watching the Tommy Temper Show. We're coming to you live from Sylvan Lake. Good to see everyone. Oh, yeah. That's us. See what else is broken on my stream here. Get everything started. Boot it up. I have to reboot, reinitialize, everything eyes here to get things going here today. So hopefully I didn't go live and then cancel and then put that out on the internet. But I am here. Good to see you. First in there. Is that Daisy first? Wow. You're looking beautiful. Bring my stream up here and X that off. Give me a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up and a subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. I don't know why there's some weird thing showing up on my computer here with the when I bring up my stream and try and look at my chat. It's like weird how that works. Okay, anyways, let me turn on some switches in the background here. Turn that one on, turn that one on, done that one, turn that one, change that one, save that one. Oh man, you guys think that streaming, you know, if you stream with the phone, you push one button, you know, whatever, make your title and you're streaming. But when you do it with a PC here and the rest of it here with the software and all the rest of it here, OSB and all the rest of it here and all the plugins and all the rest of that crap, it is brain numbing here to get a stream going. Okay, but anyways, we got Daisy in there. Daisy says, why do you have bread on panel when he... What? Bread on panel when he follows left propaganda. It says he follows no propaganda. Oh, you mean Brett Boyle. Being this guy.
Fuck all the fucking way off.
You know, hey, he's Canadian, right? You know that he's Canadian. He's been, you know, a sort of a mainstay of, you know, he says that I'll never be a friend of his, even though I say, Brett, you're like a friend. He's been, you know, with me for a long time on the Tommy Temper Show, doing its thing here. You know, he's been, you know, a Canadian guy. Yeah, I know he's got leanings that are not the same as mine, you know, and, you know, whatever he says there, that he's not right, he's not left, he's whatever, somewhere in the middle or whatever. But, you know, you take that to figure out yourself exactly where he is. But I'm a right winger. I'm not extreme right, but I'm a right winger. Just hang on. I want to reboot my Rodecaster Pro thing here. So just stand by for a second here while I do a quick reboot. You're going to lose my audio here. So stand by. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Yeah, I had a little bit of a delay between my voice and my headphones, and it was, you know, as I leave my equipment on here, and I haven't rebooted my whole computer in a long time. I'm just talking about rebooting some of my screens on here. But if you don't reboot your Rodecaster Pro, the audio delay gets more and more and more, and it gets to the point where it's too long of a delay, and it really messes up my head when I'm doing that thing. Why is Brett still on here? Because, you know, he's just like the other side of the fence, right? And he offers you know, a different view on pretty much everything. Like whatever I say, he'll be, you know, on the other side of the fence. So, you know, it's always good to have, you know, an adversary, you know, giving their side of the coin. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like I could just boot everyone that's left wing off of my program here, you know, ban everybody, and then it would just be what's known as an echo chamber. It would just be, you know, all Trump lovers, Pierre Poilievre lovers, and, you know, you wouldn't hear any other side of the fence, you know. You wouldn't hear the other side of the story. So, you know, he's here to kind of show everyone what everybody else that is not, you know, thinking on the right side of the fence is thinking. Again, he doesn't, you know, go with the right wing, left wing kind of a thing. But, you know, it is what it is. What can I say? Can't win them all. But anyways, the reason he's around here is because he doesn't really offend me. He doesn't put me down. He doesn't say negative things about me. Once in a while, he'll go over on his channel and he'll rant about me. It's very, very, you know, not that often that he'll ever dox or do anything like that. You know, he knows just how far to go. But he likes to be able to call out people, you know. And hey, good enough for him, you know. If he's offended by what people say or something, well, he can either say it here or go over on his channel and say what he wants. So, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, that's why he's still here, because A, he's been with the channel for an awful long time. But look at, on the other hand, look at Queenie, you know. What's with Queenie? I heard that she got a strike or something there, and she can't go live on her channel for a while. Or I don't know what the hell happened to her. I don't even know the details on it. And quite honestly, I don't care, other than the internet is probably better with her not being on it. You know, she can go hang out on her Facebook channel for all I care. And, you know, even when she does a live, you know, if you don't watch it, you don't see it. So, you know, I tend not to watch it, so I don't see it. So I don't know what the hell she's talking about, other than that, you know, somebody in the chat might tell me what's going on. So there I get, you know, a bit of information on that. Okay, let's watch a little video here. Okay, you guys know, okay, well, we're going to get into what the topic is of the whole thing, which is the Carney and the Trump deal, where we had Trump said that he was going to bring in those 50% tariffs on Canada at 12 o'clock midnight today, like, you know, in the past there. But then he came out and changed it and gave a 3-day stay on that, and says he's not going to be bringing in those 50% tariffs on a bunch of Canadian stuff, because there's some kind of a deal going on, being worked on between Carney and Trump. So yeah, let's look at what Trump has to say about that whole thing. Yeah, let's see here. Let me bring this first story on here. Let me just read a little bit about it here. Canadian autos, steel, and other sectors get a lower tariff rates. The threatened 50% tariffs are paused for 3 days while the agreement is finalized. Now comes the only part that matters. What did Canada give up to get there? We probably gave up a whole hell of a lot, because, you know, Carney is a real shitty negotiator, and Trump knows what the hell he's doing. You know, Trump he asked for the max, whatever, and then knows that at the end of the day that he's not going to get the max, or not give you the max in this case, in the, you know, 50% tariffs, and you know, Canada is going to give something, and you know, he'll lower those tariffs, but he's not going to lower them all the way. But Canada will give everything, right? But remember, Trump put these tariffs up against every country in the world. You know, I don't think there is any country out there that actually got away with zero tariffs, right? Trump ended up tariffing every country at least a certain amount, okay? And let's face it, Canada has been tariffing American products coming into Canada for a long time. The biggest would be the dairy, milk industries and stuff like that. Canada did not want any American goods coming into Canada, so they said, okay, you can bring a little bit in here, but then you got to pay 400% tariff, right? That's what the cartel was all about. And I don't know that cartel is going to change at all, but Trump really wants to get dairy into Canada. Right. Also, Canada's been flooding the American market with lots of different stuff. Chinese steel, where Canada buys the Chinese steel and then funnels it into the States. Trump didn't like that. Cheap aluminum because of the fact that they can manufacture it in BC with the cheap hydroelectricity. All kind of stuff like that, right? So Trump really went hard on the whole thing. What did Canada give up to get there? For months, we had retaliation, liquor bans. Yeah, Canada said, no, we're not going to put our liquor on the shelves, in a bunch of Canadian provinces. So they took the liquor off of the shelves. Canada has not been buying American liquor, and you can read into it, but the politicians have basically said, don't go to the States, don't buy American products. They didn't really say that, but they said, buy Canadian. Essentially they said, stay in Canada, buy Canadian. They didn't say, don't go American, don't buy American, but essentially it's the same thing when they say only buy. But, let's face it, you guys do that in the States too, where you guys, say, hey, buy American, right? If you're an American, you're like, buy American. Don't buy Chinese exploding spy cars and stuff like that. Buy stuff that's made in your own country, supports your own people. Like that's an American thing. And that's really all that we were doing up here in Canada. If the final deal ends up with Canada reopening the U.S. market access while merely negotiating clown tariffs, down tariffs, not clown, that did not exist before the dispute, then the victory lap should be very short. Friday will tell us whether Canada negotiated leverage. Yeah, so we don't know exactly what this deal is yet, because there's a few more days that have to elapse before the whole thing actually happens. So we'll kind of find out for sure what's going on. I'm just figuring out what's going on with my camera here and where I'm sitting. Yeah. So anyways, we'll find out on Friday what's going to happen, or simply paid to unwind the escalation. The details will decide who actually won. Let's listen to this story from Donald Trump, the Donald himself, and hear what he has to say about this whole thing. A little clip from Donald Trump here. Let's hear this, baby.
Mr. President, today's about American production. Can you give us any update on your negotiations with Canada for a trade deal?
Yeah, we had a very good conversation with the Prime Minister last night, and we've come to a deal with Canada. As you know, the 50% tariffs across the board were going on against Canada today, and they called yesterday and they gave us the points that we had to have. Very fair deal for both. The tariffs will be non-existent for our farmers. Our farmers were paying tremendous tariffs into Canada, and those tariffs are going to be totally eviscerated, down to zero.
Is the U.S. going to lower tariffs on Canadian autos?
We're doing certain things. Got to give something, and we're doing certain things. They were paying a high number. We're reducing it a little bit. It's good for everybody. But our farmers are going to be thrilled. Our manufacturers are going to be thrilled. And basically, we have no tariffs going into Canada anymore. Canada was charging us tremendous tariffs. We no longer have any tariffs. And what I was able to do is we put, as you know, under the new tariff, I guess you'd call it the new tariff schedules that we came out with. They were going to get a 50% tariff on everything starting today. And we've held it back 3 days. It's all subject to finalization of documents. So subject to the finalization of documents, we have a deal with Canada. And I think it's a very good deal for both parties. It's great for our farmers. Our farmers will no longer be held up because they were being hurt very badly by Canada. Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. where Trump is saying that there will be zero tariffs from Canada. And from what I know, there's this milk cartel from down east. It's an Eastern Canadian milk cartel where they say, well, to be part of this cartel, you have to pay a certain amount of money, blah, blah, blah. You can only, have a certain amount of milk, a certain amount of dairy products and stuff like that. We're going to protect your pricing. It's like a big cartel to protect the farmers that are involved in the whole thing, and it's a big scam as far as I'm concerned, because it props up prices of milk, dairy, and stuff like that in Canada. Not a good situation at all. And it is also ingrained. Carney actually introduced a bill, and it was passed in Parliament as soon as he became Prime Minister of Canada, where they can't touch that. You can't touch that the dairy cartel thing. So they have to go back to Parliament. They have to rescind that bill, and then they have to go back to this cartel, and they have to get the cartel to make changes to not have this, and it's as much as 400% tariffs on American dairy after a certain limit has been reached. So it's kind of a interesting situation, and whether or not that will actually happen, I don't know. But the way Trump is talking, it sounds like this whole dairy cartel is going to be dismantled, and there won't be any tariffs for any American dairy stuff coming into Canada. But as you heard Trump say, he's still going to have tariffs on products coming from Canada. So it's not a free trade deal at all. It's like he's done with lots of other countries, where he said, hey, you guys with other countries, get rid of your tariffs on American stuff coming into your countries, but we're going to tariff you a certain amount, right? And he did that to lots of countries here. Hang on. I'm taking my vitamin regimen here today, so let me take this one here. I got that blue pill coming up here right away. Horse pill. It's like a horse pill. Yeah, they got the Keystone Pipeline as well. He wants the deal on the Keystone Pipeline, which, of course, Carney is the net zero, no oil, no gas, only, windmills and, green shit. But apparently Trump has got Carney talked into doing the Keystone Pipeline, which, of course, Biden canceled the Keystone Pipeline when he got into power and became the president of the United States. So, Trump wants to get that thing going again, but it's up to us here. And now that Keystone Pipeline is built in Alberta. It's already built. It's built right up to the border. It's being ready to go. But because of the Canadian government and Biden in the States, the whole thing was canceled. And, it's up to Trump to get it going on his end, and up to Carney on our end to give it the blessing to be able to actually get that pipeline connected and start the oil flowing into the States. Now, I would imagine there's a building of that pipeline that has to happen down in the States there. So we'll see what happens with that, whether or not that actually happens. Let's see, Daisy. Let me just get some of the chat in here. Brett follows leftist propaganda and says we follow propaganda saying that the United States hate Canada, and he hates the United States and wishes D to us all. Yeah. Hey, he's on that side. He's on that side. You can't hide what the left is saying there, Daisy. Daisy, you may not like what the left says, and you see it all the time on the stuff that the podcasts and stuff like that. If you only watch certain podcasts, you're only getting half of the thought process. I'm not saying half of the story, but half of the thought process, because, if you're watching the right-wing podcasters, you're only hearing that side of the story. It's always good to open up your mind, and you know what they say, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer, right? If you've ever heard that saying. So always watch what the left-wingers are doing, be aware of that. Yeah, I wouldn't say anything like that. I'm more worried about that certain group of people that are saying death to Americans, or death to North America, or death to people that live in North America. Like, I don't like any of that stuff at all. Not at all. It's like really terrible. We shouldn't be saying death to anybody. We should all be living in peace and not be saying stuff like that. All you have to do is listen to what he says. He's left his propaganda points. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I agree with you there, Daisy. I agree with you 100%. That's what it's all about. You know that. I know that. But, I don't want to just shut down. And that's why I allow people to some degree, unless, yeah, I know. I heard that, Sandy, about Brookfield. That's why I don't like to shut down. Like, really, what I do is I shut down people that are just into doxing. If you're into doxing and you're just on the internet to try and find somebody and dox them, well, you're not going to be my friend, and you're probably going to get banned from my channel. And those people that hang around with you will probably get banned as well. Like Sandy Foster, by rights, you should be banned in my chat here because you hang out in Cat's chat. But you're at least level-headed enough to understand that doxing is wrong and that you shouldn't do it, and you don't do it, So, that's why you're not banned over here, Sandy Foster. Just saying. Let's see. I'm just going to look at some of the chat here. I'm also center, sometimes a little bit right, other times a little left, depending on the issue. I don't like the Trump administration. Well, likewise, nobody is going to like anything that any politician does 100%. You know what I mean? But you're probably going to be either more right-leaning or left-leaning, on the average, right? And even when Biden was in power, did you like everything that Biden was doing? Where he would go, oh, open borders, we're not going to do anything, we're going to invite everyone in. And you saw how many people were at the Mexican border coming into the country with Biden. Was that a good thing for the country? Is that a good thing for Spain right now, where you see migrants coming in from Morocco, literally, tens of thousands coming in? Well, I don't know if it's tens of thousands, but thousands anyway, coming in across the border and causing disruption. Is that good for places like Paris and other countries in the European Union? The mass immigration, is that good for a country? Those are the left-wingers that are, pushing that whole agenda. We know that. And that's not good. I don't think it's good. Mama Red, hey, good to see you in the chat. Got Mama Red in there. Nice to see you. Yeah. No, nobody wants death. Okay, I shouldn't say that. Some people want death to whatever, death to America or whatever, or death to Canada, and I don't go with that whatsoever. I absolutely don't like to say that. I don't agree with that, and I really dislike, that people say things like that. And honestly, if you come to a country and you start spouting off stuff like that, and you're not originally from this country, then you should be deported for saying stuff like that. You shouldn't go on protesting and burning the country's flag and stuff like that you were invited to, and it's just not a good situation. Yeah, Keystone. I don't know. Yeah, Keystone is back on the table. Absolutely. I know there's been some talk about Keystone, and yeah, I agree that somewhere there is the Keystone thing that's being talked about as well. And yeah, let me just see if I can find a bit on Keystone here. Stand by a second, and I'll do a quick search for that, and maybe we'll get the soundbite on that. Hang on. Let's see if I can dig up on Keystone here. Oh yeah, okay, here it is. It's Trump was talking about it on pretty much the same thing, talking about Keystone being revived. Let's listen to this bit here on the Keystone Pipeline here from Donald Trump.
Come to a deal with Canada. As you know, the 50% tariffs across the board were going on against Canada today. and they called yesterday and they gave us the points that we had to have. Very fair deal for both. The tariffs will be non-existent for our farmers. Our farmers were paying tremendous tariffs into Canada, and those tariffs are going to be totally eviscerated down to zero.
Is the U.S. going to lower tariffs on Canadian autos?
We're doing certain things. We're got to give something, and we're doing certain things. They were paying a high number. We're reducing it a little bit. It's good for everybody. But our farmers are going to be thrilled. Our manufacturers are going to be thrilled. And basically, we have no tariffs going into Canada anymore. Canada was charging us tremendous tariffs. We no longer have any tariffs. And what I was able to do is we put, as you know, under the new tariff, I guess you'd call it the new tariff schedules that we came out with. They were going to get a 50% tariff on everything starting today. And we've held it back 3 days. It's all subject to finalization.
I don't know if he talks about the
so subject to
same
the
thing we heard
finalization
before.
of documents, we have a deal with Canada. And I think it's a very good deal for both,
I wonder if he
both
talks
parties.
about the
It's great for our farmers. Our
Keystone.
farmers will no longer be held up because they were being hurt very badly by Canada. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So he doesn't actually talk about Keystone at all in there. I thought that clip might say something about Keystone. And see what's going on with that. But I don't know. Oh, actually, there's this. I think that this came out here from Donald Trump. Donald Trump actually, he posted this on X, this actual meme here of him with the Keystone pipeline. This was the maybe I don't know if there was any soundbite with this or anything, but anyways, with regards to the Keystone pipeline, he posted this actual picture. So he's pro with it. He wants to make the thing happen again. Buried by Biden, as you can see there, and the Keystone completely free energy. Is it free energy jobs? America first is what the thing says there. So yeah, there's that. Let's see. But with the actual trade terms still under wraps, Trump appears remarkably eager to advertise Keystone XL. So that's, maybe he hasn't said too much about it, but he's actually advertising the pipeline by posting that actual meme that is from Donald Trump. Just take a look at it here. This is right from his X posting there. That is it, right from Donald Trump. There's his title right on the top of that meme there. So he actually, what exactly did Carney agree to? So that's what we're worried about and we're wondering about at this moment in time is what did Carney actually do? And Carney's not actually providing much info on the whole thing. Since Carney won't provide info on what he's giving up in the USMCA negotiations, here's what he promised and what officials demanded for measurement when the U.S. tells us the details. Also, what he has already given. Integration with the U.S. over critical minerals. So there's that. A better deal than the USMCA. No tariffs, 85% free trade. No concessions to get to the table. Protect the auto industry. No tariffs on it till the end. Make net zero. What? Make Canada net zero. Keystone pipeline. Yeah, how's that net zero? Protect supply management. How can you no concessions, right? That's what Carney wanted. Now, how's that going to happen when supply management is all about tariffs, on American products coming into Canada and propping up the price of the supply management, milk, dairy industry. Alcohol won't go back on shelves. Yeah, I don't know about that. Won't spend 70% on military procurements in the U.S. Okay, remember, Trump wants Canada to buy those F-35s and be part of, providing funding for Trump's Golden Dome, which, Carney has said that he doesn't want. He wants to buy European jets and not F-35s, for example. Forestry remains competitive for generations. I'll plan to snitch the caving in for a stark comparison. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that thing. Let's watch Carney again here, see what Carney's take on this whole thing is.
Relationship we had with the United States based on deepening integration of our economies and tight security and military cooperations is over.
We will get an even better deal because we
Well, should Canada make any more concessions to get to the table with the U.S., and how do you balance them?
We look the Canadian auto workers in the eye. We have $5 billion in the Strategic Response Fund.
10, 15%, especially if it's baked in, especially if it's long-term, those companies will give up.
Through major investments that will help put Canada on the path to net zero.
The Liberal Party is very loyal to this issue of supply management.
We want no more concessions in the supply
suck in the Liberal voters.
There is not a chance in hell that U.S. alcohol is going back on the shelf in British Columbia. And I'm proud of that.
The days of our military sending 70 cents of every dollar to the United States are over.
Canada's forest product sector remains competitive and resilient for generations to come.
Now it's a 50-50 revenue split, despite the Americans spending $0 on the bridge.
Was that a lie? And were you downplaying your concessions to Trump?
The federal government suddenly announcing it is now rescinding its tax targeting big tech companies.
Removing all of Canada's tariffs on U.S. goods, specifically covered under CUSMA.
On the streaming decision, how should Canadians interpret that decision when Minister LeBlanc and Canadian officials are at an event yesterday co-sponsored?
We make America great again.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear what he said? Make America great again. And he was a guy that was, and you liberals, so you're all going, oh, you're all a bunch of MAGA. Everyone that follows Pierre Poilievre are all a bunch of MAGA. And then look who ends up saying "Make America Great Again." It's your leader, right? Your illustrious leader, Carney. Carney the con man. You guys got conned by Carney. Unbelievable. You know, like I'm sitting here laughing like crazy because, and you guys are going like, elbows up, elbows up. Yeah, Carney clown show is what's going on there. Where's the sound bite for that one? Come on, where's the Carney tune? Here we go. Oh yeah, great job, Carney. Yeah, great job. Yeah, you're really sticking up for your liberal voters there. You know, shame on you for voting liberal because you're getting everything that you paid for. You know, it was yeah, Carney's a lot smarter than Trump. I don't think so. You know, you saw the clip. Carney is like such a flip-flopper. He says one thing and then does another. And, you know, we'll see what this deal is. Wait until Friday. Wait until you hear all of the details on the whole thing, you know, and we'll see what's going on with that, right? It's craziness out there. Absolute craziness. We got Railroaded in there. Railroaded, good to see you. Nice to see our good friend coming in from northern Alberta, a good supporter of Alberta independence. Where's my Alberta independence flag here? I need that behind me here. Hang on. Let me move the lake. And by the way, it's a beautiful, beautiful day out here. Like, just look at it. It's a nice sunny day. We've got a little bit of breeze blowing. It's a great day for a golf cart ride. I'll tell you that right now, you know. And, oh yeah, like I read what you guys post over there in Catamus Rex's channel. Like I read, I go over there, I see, you know, and your chat doesn't change all that much. So I could go in there twice a day and read everything you guys have posted. So I'm seeing what you guys are saying. And, you know, the funniest of all is Dean Wall. Dean Wall, you know, you got banned from my channel, right? And I know what it's like. You get real butthurt when you get banned. So, like, you have, like, a vendetta against me, and you post a lot of stuff about me just because you're banned from my channel. You know, well, hey, that's what happens when you're with Catamus Rex, who ends up doxing me, and then you're trying to dox me over on Catamus Rex's channel. So between the two of you, you're doing a little circle jerk over there. And, You know, you're like trying to say stuff about me, you know, and posting stuff about Alberta, like the Alberta thing that you posted about the Russians and the Russian bots and stuff like that. Of course, there are going to be outside influences on Alberta separation. You know, they're going to be coming in from the US of A, they're going to be coming in from Russia, coming in from China, coming in from the Netherlands, coming in from all over the world. People are going to be either against Alberta independence or pro-Alberta independence. And there's going to be bullshit, there's going to be misinformation, and it's the same as any election in any country. Any country is going to get social media, people that are going to try and influence an election or influence an outcome. What's new? Tell us something new. Tell us something that we don't know. Like, we know that, that's the way life is. It's like you guys have an election in the States, and you're going to have people from China and all over the place that are going to try and influence that election, or from Russia or whatever, spies and all kind of stuff like that. Read through the lines a little bit, do your research, find out the difference between right and wrong, and understand what is information and what is misinformation, right? There might be some people or some outside websites or accounts on X or Facebook or whatever that are coming in that are bots from Russia or whatever. Hey, do something about it then. Go out and complain about that account, flag that account, report that account, do whatever you can, just to sit there and complain and then to somehow tack something onto me and try and say that I am somehow involved with some Russian bot account is that's the worst thing that you could do, Dean Wall. That is like despicable. You're like a piece of garbage to say something like that. Like unbelievable that and then you preface it by saying allegedly. You know what I mean? It's like, this is what you do. You go out there and you go, Tommy Temper has something to do with Russian bot, accounts, allegedly, to make it like, oh, I don't want to get sued, so I'm going to make up some piece of garbage crap, and then I'm going to say it on social media. Oh, but I'm going to protect my ass by saying allegedly. So, that's what you guys do over there on that channel, is that you say garbage. You guys are like the same as the Russian bot. You're like no different than the Russian bot when you try and brand someone or say something about somebody and then go I'm going to make sure that I don't get sued by saying allegedly, or not get the thing flagged or whatever for misinformation by using the term allegedly. In other words, it's bullshit. And Sandy Foster, shame on you for hanging out with people like that are over there doing things like that. Like, all you're doing is just making yourselves look bad. I can sit here all day long and watch the stuff and just shake my head and go, those guys are just a bunch of idiots over there. They don't, they think that everything that they do and say is right, and they're trying to call out everything in the world as being wrong. And then if you see something wrong, then you're going to try and, make somebody else look bad by associating them with whatever it is that you're bullshitting about. But that's all it is bullshit at the end of the day. So shame on you guys for doing stuff like that. But anyways, we'll find out on Friday what the actual deal is between Carney and Trump. And, I have to give Trump credit because he has so many things on the go right now. He's got deals with multiple countries going on right now. He's got this Canadian thing, which Canada has waited to the very last minute. And kudos on Trump for extending that 3 days and not going, nope, we gave you enough time and you guys couldn't come up with a deal, so we're going to give you that 50% tariff. He's got the war in the Middle East going on. He's got people, soldiers, and stuff like that on those aircraft carriers that apparently aren't being fed properly. There's reports coming out and stuff like that. There are so many things going on in his world. It is unbelievable. And he has the time he has time in his day to actually, get involved personally with the negotiations going on between little Mark Carney in Canada here, who doesn't have the balls to, get stuff done in a timely manner, waits to the last minute. Even his budget, it's like a government, gets into power, they at least come in with some kind of a budget in a timely manner within a couple of months. He takes forever to do anything, because he's gallivanting all around. He's going to making deals over in holidaying in Italy and stuff like that, trying to make deals with China and all over the place instead of dealing with our biggest and our best trading partner, which is the United States of America. So, kudos on Trump for, you guys are saying you don't like Trump or whatever. Or, what was it? It was you like some of the things he does and some of the things you don't like. Yeah, it's like that with everybody. Carney, on the other hand, in Canada, I don't like anything that Carney does. Carney is the worst of the worst negotiator. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He spends our money like crazy. It's like it's its own it's like Canada is his bank account, and he enriches that company Brookfield all the time. And I saw that comment there where RV said that I must own shares in Brookfield or have something to do with Brookfield. I wish I did have shares in Brookfield. I actually do wish that I did, because Carney is enriching Brookfield so much that if you want to invest in one company where you know that you're going to make money on the stock is Brookfield, because Carney is doing all kind of deals that are enriching Brookfield in Canada. Hey, it's a no-brainer. Brookfield is the company to invest in. If you're doing anything in the stock market, go down, it's American Stock Exchange, look up Brookfield and buy some shares over there. I'm not giving you any, I'm not a stockbroker, and I'm not giving you any stock buying information, whatever. Do your own due diligence. How about that? But it's not rocket science to know that if a country is supporting a particular country and spending a whole bunch of money benefiting a company like Brookfield, it would be smart to invest in that company if you want to make some money, on the stock market. Let's go over to Alberta Independence right now. We've got the independence thing going on here. Yeah, independence. We got Alberta Independence. Yeah, that's always on the topic on the Tommy Temper Show, because there's lots of stuff going on with Alberta Independence. Yeah, people are defacing signs all over the place. They're writing on those signs. They're trashing the Alberta Independence signs. There's fighting going on between those Forever Canada people and stuff like that. It's like craziness going on there with this whole thing. Myself, I get, I fly the little flag on the back of my golf cart when I ride around Sylvan Lake here, and I get a lot of people saying, "Hey, Tommy, Tommy Temper, shout out at me, or give me a thumbs up, or going, nice flag, I like that. I like what you guys are standing for." Like, I get people all the time saying that. It's pretty rare that I get anybody saying anything negative, although when I was live the last time, there was some guy that rode by really fast on a bicycle, and I had the camera, whatever, pointed at him, whatever. So maybe he didn't like the fact that I had him on video, but he called me a FAGG whatever on the camera. So I don't think it had anything to do with Alberta Independence. It was just that he was riding way too fast on his bicycle on the sidewalk. And whatever, he didn't like me videoing him doing that. Okay, let's move on to this one here. With regards to the No campaign, the Forever Canadians that are like against Alberta Independence, they're riding around in this bus, the Forever Canadian bus, if you can believe that. And that bus, is... It's actually a campaign that's not a campaign. If you guys know anything about that in Alberta, it's a campaign that's not a campaign. So let's hear this little ditty about the whole thing here. Let's go with this one here. It's a funny thing. This comes to us from the Alberta Man Saga. And this is funny because you've got Fringe and Honey in the bus there. So this is, which are or right wingers that are like against Forever Canadian. They're like Alberta, let's separate. They're separatists, So the two separatists are riding in the Forever Canadian bus, just to preface the whole thing here.
Lee rolled out in maple leaves with Fringe riding shotgun.
Fringe.
The list was taped beside the wheel. The pickup run begun. First stood Mr. Alberton.
That's Mr. and Mrs. Alberton.
His missus by his side. Daniel waited just behind. Lee opened the door wide. All three climbed aboard together and settled down inside.
Let's go.
Lee closed the folding door again and continued on his ride. John was waiting with his wife.
That's funny because John in this video rode in my golf cart, in the back seat of my golf cart, and we did a video, and it was live on his channel, and he also did a canned video of it and posted it on his thing. But John is a pretty good supporter of Alberta independence as well.
Alberta flag held high. The pole was resting on his shoulder as Lee's bus came rolling by.
Yeah.
Matt stood farther down the road.
Matt.
Dressed in his cap and black. Lee picked up every waving friend they'd accidentally left back. One more stop, one more friend. Lee keeps circling back again. Flags are flying, wheels are rolling. Who gets picked up next? Lee stops for every waving hand. There's room inside.
Where's Tommy Temper? How come Tommy Temper's not on that bus? I should be rolling with these guys. Like, come on. What the hell's going on here? You're leaving me out of the video.
Just yet, but one poor fellow down the road hasn't learned his lesson yet. Tommy had a Freedom bus seat and thought his chase was through. Then a folded sign slid down the aisle. It read, "Choose Unity." Nobody smiled.
Jen, good to see you, Jen.
Chris checked his mirror.
Edward.
And pulled off nice and slow.
Jeff.
They tossed out Tommy and his sign. He landed in.
That's Lakuzik, not Tommy Temper. He's the guy that's actually behind Canada Forever, right? And that bus that you see right there is the because we've got a bus now. Alberta Independence has a bus, so you can see it's got a really nice Alberta graphic on the side of it there. That is an actual bus.
Hey, below. Then Lee's bus came rolling up. Tommy waved his battered sign.
They didn't let him in.
He started running for the door. At last, that ride is mine. But Keith Wilson stood ahead of him.
Wilson.
And calmly climbed inside. The folding door closed in Tommy's face. Still no Tommy on that ride.
Aww.
Poor Tommy dropped beside the road, exhausted by defeat. Then Winston came walking all alone.
Winston.
Just wandering down the street. He sniffed poor Tommy's dusty boot, then slowly raised one leg. Tommy found his second wind and sprinted down the grade. Just then Lee's bus opened wide. Winston this time.
Yeehaw! There you go.
It's a campaign.
Well, that was a good one there.
That isn't a campaign.
Good to see that. Oh, hang on. It's replaying again. That's weird that it went into a replay. Okay, so that was the Forever Canada bus being driven by the separatists. Oh, the so-called bad guys. But we're not the bad guys. We're actually the great guys. The whole separatist thing is going thumbs up. It's going great. The amount of hate that we're getting is unbelievable, which it really shows that we've got an awful lot of traction, because the more hate that comes from the lefties out there, the Forever Canadian people, the better it makes us feel, because we know that we're actually doing something good. By the way, I've got this book here by Jason Levine. Oh, Canada, what have you done? This is a great book here. If you're at all into Alberta independence, you want to go onto Amazon and get yourself a copy of this book. I think it's around $20 or something like that. I don't know. Check for it online there for the exact amount. But written by Jason Levine. And yeah, it's actually a good book, because it goes over in kind of different chapters here over where we're at and the different acts. You know, like it's got the Indian Act in here, the different things that were instituted in the government as far as what or how it makes it easier or harder for Alberta to actually separate. And it's got everything that happened in Canada from 1905, when actually from before 1905 in Canada, and how, you know, things happened. So good book to find out where we're at this moment in time, and what actually happened from the institution of Alberta being part of Canada, and Alberta actually being a province. And, you know, gives you a good idea of the things that we need to do to obtain independence in Alberta. So, yeah, actually, you know, if you're into Alberta independence, you want to check this, at least go over to Amazon and check out Jason Levine and Oh Canada, What Have We Done is the name of the book. And, yeah, investigate getting a copy of that for yourself so that you can read up on where we're at here. I haven't actually read the book myself, but I've kind of paged through it a little bit, and yeah, I like some of that stuff that's out there, which is pretty cool. Yeah, you know, you guys are talking about SW and RV. I think if SW was at all, you know, not happy with where she was at, she would just, hey, get out, do whatever she needs to do. So she's doing what she wants to do. RV is doing what he wants to do. I don't think that SW is in any kind of a nefarious situation or something like that. At least I would hope not. You know, so I wouldn't worry about them. They got to know each other a little bit, you know, beforehand. Both of them knew exactly what was going on. And it, you know, it doesn't matter, you know. And you guys think, oh, because I'm saying or saying something, you know, positive about other people, I like to see people happy, okay? And it doesn't matter what you've done in your past. Now, because I say that, everyone is going like, oh, Tommy Temper, you must have done something in your past. Or like Dean Wall. Dean Wall says, oh, Tommy must be hiding in Sylvan Lake. He's over in Sylvan Lake hiding from something. You know, what am I hiding from? You know, oh, what was it? That I must owe someone some money. Okay, that's what he said. Dean Wall, you're the epitome of lunacy. Okay, here's a song for you, Dean Wall. This is for you. You're crazy. You are crazy. You know, you've got too many things running through your mind. Your mind is like a circle jerk going over and over and over again. And you are absolutely dumbfounded of the fact that you're banned from my channel, so that you're going to come up with every little thing, make up all kind of garbage and shit, and just post it over on Cadamus Rex's channel. And it's absolute stupidity. You know, like, come on. You know, like... If I was hiding from something, I would tell you that I'm hiding from something. I'm down here hiding because I owe somebody some money. Yeah, right. I don't think so. You know, I don't have any problem with owing anybody anything. I've had a good life. I've done good things to people. I've actually helped more people out than you probably have, Dean Wall. Like, you don't know anything about me. Okay? Have you ever seen me build a homeless shelter and then give it away to homeless people? Have you seen that? Yeah. Well, I basically helped out people my whole life. My whole life. I've given away so much over time. It is unbelievable. But I'm not going to be sitting here patting myself on the back and trying to, you know, prove to you guys whether I'm a good person or not. You know, that's not me. I don't like to really talk about my past. I don't like to talk about what I do for a living or did for a living. Once in a while, I might pop a little nugget of something that, like, for example, that I was gold mining up in the Yukon. You know, for example, or in the interior of BC, or that, you know, I went on a holiday down to the Caribbean or whatever, or that I've been down to Mexico, you know, like stuff like that. I don't even talk about, or Europe. I actually lived for a little bit of time in Iran. I've talked a little bit about that. You know, like I've done a lot of things in my life, and I'm here now. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm right here in Sylvan Lake, and I'm not here to hide from anything, because I don't need to hide from anything. Unlike you guys that are hiding behind your keyboard. You guys are little keyboard warriors, and you're hiding behind your keyboard. That's what you're doing. You're the one that's hiding, and then you're peppering out stuff, you know, about other people, making it seem like you know what's going on, when meanwhile your head is just like a little circle jerk is going on in your head there, and it's nothing more than a little. It's a carnival. It's a freaking carnival over there. You guys are making up shit and just spewing it out, and it's just garbage on the internet, okay? So, hey, Troy, good to see you. Troy, what's happening out there? Good to see you. Nice to see things going on there. Yeah, Kinna supports RV, even though she cries about abuse all day long. Yeah, well, that stuff is, and forget free speech in there. Hey, free speech. Free speech. Remember I said that if you hang out over there in Cannabis Rex's channel, that you might get banned in my channel. And I've seen you over there with your alt doing stuff, and I gave you a wrench over here. So your wrench is, it's on tennis grounds here. And I might remove your wrench there, free speech, depending on what I see you doing over there. But you're trying to, you know, I can see what you're doing. You're over there trying to get in with those people. And they don't like you, Jack. They don't like you. You know, you're garbage to them, and they're like Charlie always says. He's shitting on you, right? And they shit on everybody over there because that's what they like doing. You know, it's part of the. And you know what? You're part of them, and you were doing the kind of stuff that they're doing. And maybe you've come around. You know, if you come around and become a better person, then I see it. You know, so that's good. So that's pretty cool. If that actually happens, but we'll see. We'll see over time. Anyways, you got a wrench today, but if your wrench is removed, well, you'll know why. Hey, we got 12 man in there. 12 man, what's happening? Good to see you. Hopefully you've got a nice day up in Alaska like I do here. Look at it. Nice sunny day. I don't see any white caps on the water there. Just a slight breeze, so it's not too windy out there, just enough wind so that when you're sitting in the sun that you know, it feels nice, even though you're still going to bake and whatever. Check this out. Well, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but I got a nice suntan. Well, you can tell by my arm here. There, it's not suntan there, but it is suntan there. I've got what's known as the farmer's tan, right? The farmer's tan, because look at that. There's the epitome of the farmer's tan there, whereas only his arm is tanned and his shirt doesn't have any tan there, wherever your shirt is there. Hey, good to see you, though. 12th man in there. We got 12th man. We got Railroaded in there. We got Betty in there. Betty. Tommy, is that subject off limits in here, too? I don't know. I'm not reading the chat like 100%. I'm just scrolling through it here. We got Todd in there. Todd, hey, good to see you. Yeah. I heard that you were in Red Deer over at Shit's warehouse there, and maybe buying some bling or something, talking to the people that hang out there. Good for you going down there and checking out what's going on. I was trying to make it to the thing at the Mirror Cafe last Saturday, but I got tied up on the farm there. We ended up going to a farm, and I did a video there on my Facebook, whatever, and posted it, a vertical video of me with a horse, with Mr. Ed and myself there. And maybe I can actually find it here if I go over to my Fascist Book account there, and I can play it for you here. Hang on. Let me go over there. The epitome of stupidity. Yeah, once in a while I do stuff out there that's a little bit ridiculous, as Donald Trump would say. It's just a little bit ridiculous, but we like to have fun. We like to have a lot of fun when we go out and do stuff. Oh, it's a little bit slow. Oh, hang on. Oh, I got this one here. Hang on. This baby here. Oh, it's a little bit big. Let me put it into a smaller window here. Oh, hang on. Gonna alt it over here. There we go. Okay, we got this one here. This little meme came in here. This is about Alberta independence. The woman is saying, "Don't leave me." She's Canada, right? The woman is Canada, and the guy is Alberta. The woman is saying, "Don't leave me. I feel connected to you. There's something here worth holding on to." And she's grabbing his wallet, and he says, "Hey, that's my wallet." She's trying to grab his wallet, and that's pretty much. Let's see, who is that? Mavis, I think, did that cartoon. Anyways, that's a cartoon that you might see in one of our newspapers here in Canada, and that is pretty much telling you the way it is here in Canada, right? It's Canada trying to steal the wallet of everybody in Canada here. It's just unbelievable. Then we have this one here. Check this one out. We did a stream. The last stream that I did was People's Convoy Relived, History of and Lore with Fry TV. Fry TV came onto my channel, and we relived a little bit of the American convoy. It was called the People's Convoy, and you want to check out that video. And we played back some of the video action of what it was like, all the people that were there, some of the names like Outlaw Reform, Fritz Crafter, all of the channels that were on there, Brad Rant for Freedom, stuff like that. So, you want to check out that video if you want to find out more about the lore of the convoy, relive with whatever happened in the American convoy, and with discussion with Brett was on there talking a little bit about the Canadian thing there at the Milk River. And we had Fry TV came on as a guest to talk a little bit about the whole thing. Even gave a bit of an update on Lolo as well on the channel there. So yeah, that was an interesting stream that we did there, one of the last ones there. And then of course I was on the golf cart there before that, doing a little bit of a ride around Sylvan Lake here. So, that was a great stream that we did. Give you an idea of what the golf cart is like and what it's like riding around in the golf cart. And then I was sitting on the beach for a while just talking to the chat and stuff like that. But, we were having a real fun time. That was a day ago there anyways when that happened. Actually 2 days ago now. And let's see if I can find that... the one of me and the horse there. Hang on. There was the video that I did with the horse. Oh, here it is right here. It's Mr. Ed. It's Tommy Temper with Mr. Ed. Can you believe it? Oh, yeah. Here it is. Let's hear this one here. Come on. Get this back to the beginning. Oh, hang on here. Hang on. Let me turn on the audio here. This is a Facebook thing here. So here we go.
Hey everyone, it's Tommy Temper here with Mr. Ed. Mr. Ed here today, and we're having fun down on the farm, if you could believe this one. Mr. Ed, what do you got to say today?
Well, I'm Mr. Ed, and I'm Mr. Ed. Hey, what are you doing, Tommy Temper?
Well, I'm down here on the farm, with you, and we're having a fun time. Hey, Mr. Ed, where'd you go? Looking good. Hey everyone, it's Tommy Temper here with Mr. Ed.
Mr. Ed. It's Tommy Temper with Mr. Ed. The horse appeared to not like me. Well, actually, it did. You know, it was with me there at the beginning. It was very friendly to me, and it was hanging around me there for quite a while. But when I sort of stopped touching it and doing whatever with it, then it kind of went its own way. But anyways, that was the video that I did with Mr. Ed, and that's the reason that I couldn't come down to Mirror, where everything was happening down there in Mirror, because I was with the kids out on the farm. We were having fun on the farm where they had chickens and stuff like that. I should have done a video with the chickens there too, because I actually had my phone on there, and I found a sound of a rooster on my phone there, and I was playing that rooster noise to the chicken coop, and the chickens were all going berserk in there, so that was pretty funny. And then there were a couple of donkeys, and then there was a steer. Do all of you know the difference between a bull and a steer? I bet a lot of you don't know the difference between a bull and a steer. But yeah, horses are awesome, just like our dogs. They're family, says Todd. Yeah, you got that right. Yeah, it was a fun time. I definitely had a fun time down there, and the horses are actually a pretty good time. Good times on the farm. It was pretty good. We loved that. We love that, having a good time and, out there with the family and doing family type stuff. And that farm that we went to, they had, their specialty was freeze dried food. So they had a bunch of freeze dryer machines there, and they were freeze drying everything from garlic to, what else did they have there? I don't know, anything that you could freeze dry. They had about 20 different products that they freeze dried. And then you could buy the freeze-dried product from them, whatever, and that's how they were actually making some money. But they also had the kind of the petting zoo type thing. It wasn't really a petting zoo, because you just walk up to whatever and deal with the animals. But all the animals were very, very friendly, though. They were like used to people coming around, and even that horse. When the horse saw somebody coming up to the fence there, the horse would run over to the fence to where the people are, and hopefully, you'd give him an apple or something like that, or just pet his head or whatever. He just was very friendly. So that was a fun time out there on the farm. It's pretty good. Excellento. Is this your restreaming outfit? Do you change info into the shirt and put this hat on when you go live? No, I wear this all day long. I have different hats that I put on. I might wear this hat. If I go out somewhere, I might this one, or I might wear my Alberta Independence hat or whatever. But the reason I'm wearing the white shirt is because it is so hot outside. Because I like going out golf karting, and then we'll sit on a park bench or whatever on the beach or something like that, or go out to the beach. And if you wear black, it's way too hot out there. And even today, it's going to get up to I think 25 degrees Celsius. Not that hot, but pretty hot for Alberta. 25 is hot. It's a hot day. Nice day. It's a t-shirt day, right? And if it's sunny out there, which it is sunny out there right now, you can see out my window right here, it absolutely is sunny, and you would cook out there wearing black. So I like the white hat is a little bit nicer when it's hot out there. And yeah, it's just something that I've gone to with a summertime thing. I don't necessarily like a white t-shirt, because if you eat anything and you spill it or drips or whatever accidentally on your shirt, well, it's going to show up, whereas a black shirt doesn't show up at all, So wearing white is actually harder to do, because you have to be way more cautious about it getting dirty, and of course I don't like to look dirty. I like to look nice and clean, spick and span and whatever. And yeah, so I've got probably about 10 black t-shirts, and I've got about 10 white t-shirts, so I can put a new t-shirt on every day. Usually at the end of the day, we're taking a shower and taking a dip in the hot tub or whatever, something like that. So leading a pretty clean lifestyle here, doing the stuff that I want to do out here on the lake. And absolutely not hiding from anything, right? We're not hiding. I'm just out here having fun in the sun. You know, I'm on Facebook. I've got my Facebook account. I've got still, you know, a couple million views a month on Facebook. So I get way more traction on Facebook than on YouTube. When I post a little, you know, 20-second video on Facebook, it gets massive views, you know, compared to YouTube. YouTube here, you might get 1,000 views, where on Facebook you'll get, you know, 10,000 or 50,000 views or whatever. Like the differences are absolutely phenomenal. And, you know, I've got about 15,000, maybe more now, probably 17,000 people that are following me on Facebook there now. And they share stuff, right? When you post something, if they like it, they share it. And when they share it to a bunch of groups and stuff like that, you could get, you know, 100,000 or more views on something. So Facebook is actually where I like to go and post some stuff. So you definitely want to follow me. Just go to Tommy Temper on Facebook if you're over there. I know there's a lot of people that don't go on Facebook. They don't like Facebook, and Facebook is a harder platform to be on, because they're always going, yeah, we want facial recognition, we want ID, we want this, we want the other, we want a whole bunch of crap from you. So yeah, it's kind of like that, you know what I mean? I'm not officially retired. I wouldn't say so, because I always have stuff on the go. I always have something on the go in the background that I'm working on or part of or whatever. They're dealing with different municipalities or different cities and you know, different people and stuff like that. So I've got a lot of stuff in the background on the go. I'm working on a car right now. I'm trying to get a car back up and running, and maybe I'll be driving that around a little bit. It's a car that I've owned since it was brand new, and you know, it sort of deteriorated over the years, whatever, so needs some upgrading. So we're working on that project, a car project. I've got the fun with the most fun that I'm having in my life, though, is riding around in that freaking golf cart. You know, like, you guys don't, unless you have one or live in a community that allows something like that, you don't understand how much fun it is. It's like when like if you're a motorcyclist, right, and you go out for a motorcycle ride and you get that the air blowing in your face, and you know, you got the tunes rolling, and you know, you got people looking at you and people waving at you and stuff, you know. Like, it's fun. Like, I like doing that, and this is a great place for me to be. It's like probably one of the few places in Alberta that does have this kind of amenities, you know, with a beautiful lake like you see behind me here. And it's a pretty big, long lake, and it's a deep lake with lots of fish, lots of, you know, pickerel or pike or whatever the hell fish they are, whitefish, and a bunch of other fish that I don't even know what the hell they are, because I've never actually caught a fish there. But I do see people catching fish there every day. They're on the docks and stuff like that, or out on the lake with their boats and fishing rods and stuff like that. I'm still working on a boat, but it is like slower than molasses. So when it comes, it comes. It may not even come this year, but we do have a boat on the go. It's got problems, though. It's an old boat. It's only, you know, I bought it for $200, so you can imagine it's not a perfect boat, and it needs a lot of work, and we're working on it. A fiberglass boat. Part of Bonza, good to see you. We got Bob Cox in there. Hey, big ups to you there. Nice to see you guys in there. Let's see who else I missed in there. We had Steve O in there. Steve O, hey, good to see you. We got Carrie's Musings in there. We got Pam in there. Pam, good to see you. Nice seeing you in there. D23, good to see you. Thanks a lot for saying hi. And Ayatollah is in there. Yeah, we've got Mechanic Eric. Wow, that's unusual to see Mechanic Eric in there. Good to see you. I actually was, I popped into your stream there this morning. I saw that you weren't live there for a couple of days because of lack of internet. And you were out of your truck when I popped in there, so I didn't have a chance to say hi to you. So, but I saw your truck was parked there, and let's see, what else were you doing? You guys were scraping, doing some prep work for an asphalt job there. Mechanic Eric America saying hi in the channel. And he goes live almost every day whenever he has internet on weekdays. So check out his channel if you're interested in him from days gone by of the convoy and stuff like that. So good to see you in there. We got Pooh Scissors in the chat. Pooh Scissors, good to see you coming in from Edmonton land, up my old hometown there, which I will be going back and forth. I go back and forth between Edmonton and Sylvan Lake all the time. Although right now I'm kind of more permanently down here in Sylvan Lake. I don't need to go back to Edmonton for anything. Although later this month I will have to go back to Edmonton, so I will be making a trip back there. So look for that to be happening. Otherwise, we're just plain having fun. And, I'm visiting my good friend Wade here in Sylvan Lake. Every Friday, I pretty much pop around his place because he has a kind of a pop-up Alberta independence thing over on his property over on Lakeshore Boulevard, on the west end of Lakeshore Boulevard. And he's got a house there with a big front yard with a whole bunch of flags and all kind of stuff in there. And Wade is a good guy to sit and usually has a bunch of people that pop around there. So a good place to go and talk to people that are like-minded, talking about Alberta independence. As a matter of fact, that's where I got this book from. This book, I actually got this from Wade because he bought a bunch of copies of it on Amazon, and then he was just plain selling them over at his place. So he showed me the book, whatever, and I said, yeah, okay, sounds good. I'll get that book off of you. So that's where I actually got that book from. And he had a copy of the proposed constitution for the province of Alberta, because there is a working, and there's these guys that they call themselves the men in black hats. Okay, they're proponents of Alberta independence, and they wear black cowboy hats. And that's all I know about them, is they wear black cowboy hats. But they've come up with this like a constitution that they have written for the new Republic of Alberta, I guess is what you could say, or whatever they're going to call it, Country of Alberta, Republic of Alberta. So it's like a working document, I guess you could say, of what they think should be the constitution for Alberta. So that is happening, and I think you can see a copy of it on the website from the Alberta Prosperity Project. So APP, the Alberta Prosperity Project. If you just do a search for that, then you can see that copy of that, which I wish I would able to get an actual copy of it to read myself. That would be a good thing. So we'll find out. We got Fry TV in the chat. Hey, Fry, good to see you. And thanks a lot for coming on my panel and being part of that broadcast there when we were talking about the People's Convoy and stuff like that. Yeah, and your update on Lolo. Lolo, yeah, much like Lolo. I don't know about that. The Lolo thing. She's just a little bit strange. Lo. Did you guys see the eclipse? There was an eclipse the other night that came out. I took this picture of the eclipse. I actually was out there and saw it because we saw a bit of the eclipse up here in Canada. And this is my my picture that I shot with my iPhone camera of the eclipse, and it actually turned out pretty well. It is looking good. Yeah. So yeah, the eclipse was an actual thing. It actually happened, and yeah, I was out there with my camera to joyfully do something about that event there. Oh yeah, Oh, hang on. We don't want some copyright. What if somebody says to me where I do a video and I'm standing... Oh, yeah. Oh, there was this thing here. Yeah, the bit about the... I phoned the... remember this one here? I phoned the Edmonton City Police because there's this new hate speech thing that came into Canada here. And I did this video of me over at a waterfall, and somebody posted on the video some disparaging stuff about me, and then I phoned the Edmonton City Police. This is actually the clip of it here. Yeah. Let's see. A waterfall, okay, in Jasper. And I'm standing... You to see a dentist is not class. I made a video where I'm standing beside a waterfall, okay, in Jasper. And Jacqueline Rabiskin says, just standing there looking like a clown. And then Alan O'Brien says, jump in. You can breathe underwater. Okay. Now, what would you take that as meaning when somebody says, jump in, you can breathe underwater? Into a waterfall. Into a waterfall that you would never survive. That's a hate crime. That's a hate crime. That's somebody telling me to do my life in. What if somebody says to me where I do a video and I'm standing... Yeah. So the Edmonton City Police did not want to take my call. They did not want to register a complaint. I don't care if you call it a hate crime or what you call it, but when somebody says you should jump in the water because you can breathe underwater, that to me indicates that they want me to drown. But no, the city police is like, no, we're not going to take a complaint on that. Like, what are you, crazy or something like that? So actually, that's a good thing. It's good to know that if I say something bad and I get reported by you, the liberal woman down there in Ottawa or wherever the hell you are, well, the Edmonton City Police are not going to do a damn thing about it. And even if the RCMP try and do something here in Alberta, it's not going to go to provincial court. Well, if it does go to provincial court, our illustrious premier has already told the court system to not prosecute people for doing stupid shit online. Okay, so I can say whatever I want, and in fact, even anybody else can say whatever they want, and they're not going to get thrown in jail over saying shit like they do in the UK here in Canada. So we're safe on that one. Oh my God, we're safe. Helicopter, helicopter. We're okay. We're good. It's okay. No problemo. Yeah. How's everyone doing today? How's your day? What's happening? What's up? It's a beautiful day in Sylvan Lake, and we're just about ready to go out for that daily or more than once a day ride in our golf cart. We're going to go out there and do some stuff, and I hope you're going to have a great day wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Good to see that everyone is doing well. I don't know what RV is up to or where he's at. I think he's at some campground in Ontario, and he goes live every day, so you can hear for yourself whether or not they are a happy couple, whether they're happy campers, or whether there's anything going on. Don't stir it up. Don't make stuff up. Don't bug those guys there. Daisy, you have a beer. Have a beer on me. Trump is doing everything he can to, do stuff in the Middle East there. Trump has said the Middle East Strait of Hormuz is open for business. The ships can flow through. And I think he's going to bash the hell out of Iran. I don't know what's going to happen there, but he's got more missiles and drones and all kind of shit like that are coming from the States. They're building more. They're sending them out there. That was my doorbell notification. Not a doorbell, but just a if my camera captures somebody in the front of the property, then I get a little notification that there's somebody out there. Tricky Trixie, hey, good to see you. It's he said it's been open 12 times. Yeah, the straight. I know. I'm just saying. It's it's craziness out there. It's almost like this one here. What's this one here? Imagine a government that functions so badly that it has to import an entire country of new voters. Oh, that's Canada. This one is about Canada. Oh, my God. Yeah, I know. We've seen this one here before. Check it out. Yeah, this one here is about Canada. Imagine a government that functions so badly that it has to import an entire country of new voters, right? Imagine that. I wonder who that might be. That might be Canada that he's talking about. Why? Because it has lost the support of its own citizens. That's you liberals out there. You liberals, that's what this is all about. You know, that's what Carney has done. That's what Trudeau did, is they imported an entire country of new voters. And you can't make this shit up. That's another reason why Alberta needs Alberta independence. We need independence here in Alberta. We do, honestly. Let's go. We can do it.
In the shadow of the Rockies, where the wild winds blow, Albertans rise up, tired of the status quo.
Get two sounds off at once there.
Beef on the grill so fine. Grain fields waving gold.
Bob Cox in there. Hey, Bob. Ayatollah.
Ottawa's taking our billions on fair equalization gain, sending it east to
Let's go.
while we show
Alberta independence.
No more pipelines blocked.
Okay, with that being said, I'm going to go out for a ride on my golf cart. And the rest of you can relax, take it easy, have a good afternoon, do whatever you do. Woo-hoo. Because we're into fun stuff. Absolutely fun stuff.
Rocky Mountains watching as we claim our own land. Freedom for our families with a rifle in hand.
Oh, man.
Alberta freedom, let the anthems roll. We're building our nation.
Bom, 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 bom.
From the prairie to the peaks, where the eagles soar high. We're sick of the traitors calling us traitors, that's a lie. Equalization's a thief, stealing our hard-earned pay, while they push their agendas, turning night into day. Beef ranchers and farmers.
And you can see my little flag on the back of my golf cart there, blowing in the wind. There you go. We're flying the flag everywhere we go.
No more begging for ports, landlocked but strong we stand. We'll negotiate our future with the world in our hand.
Alberta freedom.
Ringing loud and true, sovereignty calling, independence coming through. No more woke liberalism, stealing our way of life. Albertans stand tall, cutting loose from the strife. Rocky Mountains watching as we claim.
Hey, we have eagles in Canada.
Freedom for our families with a rifle.
It's not a reference to 51st State.
Let the anthems roll. We're building our nation.
Fly like an eagle. Sorry for the bad video
Say
here.
it's illegal, but self-determination's all right. Like Ukraine from the Soviets.
Hang on, let's see if there's anything else I can
No more sending our wealth
dig
to
up.
fund their endless schemes. Our pensions rising, fulfilling our dreams. Tired of the liberals, their rules and their games.
Oh, hang on. Let me bring this unhinged video up here. Hang on. Cut this in here. Okay, just hang on a second here.
Let's see what's out there.
Let me get this off of here. Jeez. Cut that out. And watch this. This is an unhinged liberal. There's some guys flying the Alberta flag, right? Alberta independence. And then you've got this unhinged liberal in here saying stuff. So this is from Corey Morgan from his channel, Corey Morgan. So yeah, check this one out here. This is pretty good.
Country, you fucking Nazis! You fucking pedophile supporting fucking scum of the earth! Fuck off, you fucking Nazis! You should be fucking hanged!
Speak up!
Deported to fucking Russia! You fucking horrible fucking Nazi cunts!
Tell me what
Fuck
you really
off,
think.
child rapist! Fuck off,
Don't say
child rapist!
Wow. This is a guy that doesn't like somebody flying an Alberta flag. This is a forever Canadian guy, right? Yeah, is that Queenie? Yeah, it's a nemesis of Queenie there. Yeah, somebody that thinks just like her. I'll say that much.
Fuck off, child rapist! Fuck off, child rapist! Fuck off, child rapist! Fuck off!
Come on. Like, it's one thing to support Alberta independence, but it's like, where do you get those slurs from? You know, like, what the hell is that all about? You know, like, it's just, you know, call you a bunch of nonsense things. It just makes no sense. But hey, it's the liberal way. The liberal way. It's just call people names. You know, if they don't like you, they'll just call you names, right? Isn't that what it's all about?
My country, you fucking scum! I'm gonna fucking shoot you, you fucking piece of shit! I hope I find you in a fucking alley! Yeah, you fucking coward! You fucking Nazi piece of shit! Go back to the fucking States! Get out of my fucking country! You fucking scum! My father fought for this country. My uncle died for this fucking country.
I tell you, if this guy came over to where I was and got in my face like he's doing, he would get one hell of a good punch and it would be on the ground just like that. Like, unbelievable. But this is your Sandy Foster, Dean Wall, you know, all the rest of you guys, Catamus Rex. You're all just like this guy here. Like, this is your clan, right? The liberal way of thinking right here in a nutshell. Unbelievable. Unfrickin' believable.
You fucking scum! You fucking pedophile! Fuck you!
Get in. Patsy up. Patsy up.
Luckily, he...
Have a good day. Patsy up.
He spit on the sign.
Have a good day.
Fuck you, Nazi!
Have a good day.
Child rapist!
I hope you stay happy.
Fuck you, child rapist!
Oh, jeez. Unfrickin' believable. He sits there honking his horn. He's pissed off. Holy jeez. He's really pissed off.
And terrorist pigs! Get out of my fucking country! You fucking terrorist pig! You fucking coward! You fucking sniveling little bitches! Get out of my fucking country!
There's going to be a referendum on October 19th.
Fuck you!
Wow, Todd.
No, there ain't!
Unbelievable.
You fucking bitch! From your Nazi bitch fucking premier! Fuck you, Nazi!
He doesn't even like Danielle Smith.
Fuck you, Nazi! 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 Fuck you, Nazis! Fuck you, Nazis! That's not even your fucking flag! Fuck you!
How do you do drop? Thank you.
Yeah, I almost hit your fucking daughter because she was playing in the fucking yard with her son
compromise because you and your wife were getting high. Fuck you. You break into my fucking house. You steal fucking shit. Fuck you.
Yeah, needs a few breathing exercises.
Number of money laundering cases where fentanyl traffickers tied to these major Canadian labs.
That's funnier than hell. Oops. How did we click over to that one there? Hang on. Where's me back in here again? Hey, but anyways, yeah, nice to see you all. We'll just leave you with that little tidbit that I happened to see on the internet there. Actually, there's a lot of stuff that I saved that I just happened to go back on my little flag list there to see which were the good ones. That one there was actually pretty funny. And, the guy is actually calling out himself. I don't have to say anything really about the guy. You don't have to say anything. He's calling himself out by, standing there and just making himself look like an idiot. That's why, when you get out there in public and you start yelling and screaming, you end up being the bad guy. You paint yourself with your own brush, like when you call somebody else names like that, you're like a child in a schoolyard or whatever, and you don't like somebody, and all you can do is just yell a bunch of names at them, and all you do is just make yourself look bad. You're better off not to say anything about your competition, right? Because all it does, it make yourself look bad. Just remember that, okay? And with that, we'll say, have a good day, take care, stay out of trouble, and don't be that guy.